Hello and welcome to this video about creating users. First off, why do we need to create a user? Well, it's because we sometimes have sensitive data or we need to secure the quality of the data that we have. First off, we start by just creating a user. This is done by typing create user, then you type the username. We're going to call this test. Identified means the password basically, and pick a strong one just so that you have a strong password. Now it's just a test one, so I'm typing password 1. Grant select. This allows the user to view our table, basically, just nothing more than that, just watching it, but it doesn't give it any rights to alter it in any way. We write it by typing grant select on the chosen table, in our case it's movie, to test, and test is our user, so grant select on table to user, and don't forget to choose your entity as well. Delete grants the user permission to delete rows in a table, and it's written the same way as the grant select, so it's grant delete on movie to test in our case. Next up we have grant update, which basically just gives the user a right to change the values in our table and just update the values there. And it's written the same way as the other ones. Grant insert gives our user the right to put new rows in, or insert new rows into our entity or table. And grant alter gives our user the right to alter or to change the actual table. For instance, if the user wants to add a column, the user would have the rights to do so with this command, or grant. You could also grant privileges with views. For instance, you could grant select on a view, like our Pocahontas basics. There we go. When we grant select on this, that basically just means that our user test could view our Pocahontas basics. Basically, it's quite simple, this really. If we want to revoke a privilege, we just type revoke. Select, for instance, if that's the grant or privilege that we want to revoke. So revoke select on Pocahontas view, now Pocahontas basics, for instance, from test. And that worked, cool. Let's revoke another one. Let's see, revoke, select on movie from test. Let's see if that works as well. There we go. There's also another way of creating a user. First thing we need to do is we need to go to users and privileges. Here we can see the ones that are already in the system. Now we're going to add, there you go, that's the test one that we made earlier. We're going to add an account, and here we write our new username. It's going to be test1, the password. Just make like a really secure password. I'm just using a simple one now, just for the demonstration. Okay. So we apply that. Cool. You can see that you can limit your account. You could also give it administrative roles. Hang on a minute. Let's go to the administrative roles. There we go. So you could give it a DBA, database administrator, but we're gonna go to schema, privileges, schema. And if you pull this up, you can see when we add entry, I'm gonna select our schema, and it's my movies that we're granting access to for the user test 1, and we're gonna give it select privileges, insert perhaps, and update, no delete, show view, just give some, also trigger, and apply that. Well, then let's test out our user and see how she runs. We need to go to the home page where we will add our user here. It's called test 1. I have to write the username down here as well. Then we test the connection and type in the password that you selected. Key successfully made. Cool. Okay, let's log in then. And let's test her out. As you can see, there's only one entity here. That's good. That's my movies. That's what we wanted. Let's see if we can try it out as well. Use my movies and let's see. Yay! We can use it. Select everything from movie. Yes, it runs. Let's see if we can do something illegal. As I can recall, we could not drop a table, could we? No. Let's drop table movie. No, we can't. Good. Error code, drop command denied to user. Cool. It works. That's it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. And all that jazz.